So I'm here at London Bridge. I'm re-recording this because it was the sound quality was a bit funny last time. So yeah, this is London Bridge behind me, and it was the first London Bridge was built by the Romans in AD 50. So it's London Bridge has been a thing for over 2,000 years, as you can see behind me. It looks all horrible and modern, but there's actually been 5 different bridges here. The most famous one was 1176. It had buildings going across the bridge, houses and shops. And people that were executed, their heads were put on spikes on the end of the bridge to warn people when you're entering the City of London. That's what you get if you cause treason or any criminal offences. I'm heading off to All Hallows by the Tower, and I'll do some footage in there. I also forgot to mention that the London Bridge before this one, it was packed up and shipped off to Arizona, and the American businessman that bought it thought he was buying Tower Bridge just over there, but he actually bought London Bridge, and it's London Bridge where we first started to learn how to drive on the left. I also forgot to mention that the London Bridge before this one, it was packed up and shipped off to Arizona, and the American businessman that bought it thought he was buying Tower Bridge just over there, but he actually bought London Bridge, and it's London Bridge where we first started to learn how to drive on the left. The first London Bridge was actually pulled down by the Vikings, by the Viking by the name of Sweyn Forkbeard. He was the son of Harold Bluetooth, and he took the foundations of the bridge down and he pulled it down. This is All Hallows by the Tower, and this church is a very important piece of history. It's not only the oldest church in London, but on the steeple just up there, that is where Samuel Pepys and William Penn climbed. William Penn is the man who founded Pennsylvania, and Samuel Pepys in his diary describes the sight of desolation and sadness as he watched London burn. But he got too scared and climbed back down. We're going to go inside. Oh wow, look at this. This is original Roman floor. In the crypt of All Hallows by the Tower. Isn't this incredible? It's an old model of London, which the Roman London Bridge that I was talking about. Wow. Bit of Saxon stone. So I've just been to All Hallows by the Tower and went inside the Crypt Museum. It's free to get in there. I have got some footage which I've uploaded for that, and what a brilliant museum that was. It was so spooky going in there. because it's London's oldest church. You're down in the crypt of this church. A lovely model of old London in the Roman times, and there was a Roman paving in there. It was so incredible. I'm going to head to St Magnus de Martyr, I think, to see some original timbers from the very first London Bridge. So I'm in St Magnus de Martyr, beautiful church inside, and they've got a really lovely big model of London Bridge, of the 1176 bridge, medieval bridge. And I'm just going to show you behind me, that is some original stonework from that London Bridge. I'm going to switch the camera and show you. So look at that, look. Some original stonework from one of the very first London bridges. How incredible is that? It's history there. And something more interesting. This is an original bit of wood from the Roman wharf. And that is 75 AD. Look at that. Touching a bit of Roman history. Just zoom out to get a better. There you go. This archway would have been an entrance into that London Bridge. So the original London Bridge would have started off here and gone out towards there. And the bridge now is slightly that way. So yeah, this is the original pedestrian entrance into the original London Bridge. How incredible is that? Something still survives. That's all that matters. The Great Fire of London Monument. If you lay the base of it down and then the top, it said it would be the length and distance to Pudding Lane where the fire would have started. And it was actually the King's baker that caused the fire in a bakery shop in Pudding Lane. And this monument was built as a memorial to the firefighters that fought it. It was built by Sir Christopher Wren, who built St Paul's Cathedral in the city, which we are currently in the city now. And Sir Christopher Wren wanted to put a statue of King Charles II on top of it, but King Charles II turned around and went, "I didn't start the fire.